I'm racing. Well, here it's fine if you got the time. And yourself there.
Hey folks, it's Mike, Backyard Air Guns. Today I'm bringing it back to the backyard. I'm leaving the big bore that I've been working on for several months now. Again, back to the backyard with a very exciting pistol, the Huben GK1. I'm sure a lot of folks have seen this this pistol. It's one of the most powerful, if not the most powerful pistol out there. I got this from the pellet shop, so I want to thank Ben for sending me this this GK1. I'm going to do a review on it and show you guys you know, everything there is to know about this rifle. I've been shooting it now for about a couple weeks, and I'm very impressed with it. So let's just get started. It comes in this really neat case. Okay, so this is the stock rifle. Okay, again, really nice case. Let's take this out of this case. Okay, so let's just go through the rifle. It's got a 210 millimeter rifle barrel. Okay, 210 millimeter rifle barrel. It's got a 85 cc air tank right here. Now, what makes this rifle special is you can fill this air cylinder up to 5,000 psi or 350 bar, and I've got a compressor that does that, so I'll show that in the testing. But again, you can really crank this this down 350 bar. Puts out a lot of power. Here's where your fill probe goes right there, and it's got a fixed magazine right here. Okay, so to spin this magazine, you pull this down, and now you can spin this magazine. Here's your pressure gauge. Okay, you see I've actually got this filled to 350 bar right here. Here's your safety, fire safety. Okay. Close that, and that locks the mag in. It's got a really beautiful walnut grip on it. Okay, right here, this hole here, if you want to take the grip off and change it, which I don't know why in the hell you'd ever want to do that, take this beautiful grip off, but if you needed to, there's a screw for that. Right here, very important, there is a power adjustment screw right there. It's not a hammer. I don't think this thing works on a hammer basis, but this adjusts your power. Okay, and I'm going to show you the range of motion on that. And then flipping over the gun. Okay, right here is where you load the pellets. Okay, now they won't fall out. Okay, and to load the pellets, you gotta. And I made a piece. I actually customized a piece after shooting this rifle for a couple days. Like, okay, this is kind of cumbersome because you gotta push this down. So if I wanted to unload a pellet, well, it's hard as hell. Push one in there, push one in there, and push one in there. Well, that wasn't going to work for me. So I've custom made a piece that I now sell on the website. This is what I sell on the website. It's a combination of 3 different colored speed loaders, and I'll show you. So basically, I'm going to cut the camera and put the mods on this rifle that I've done over the past couple weeks, and I'll show you these speed loaders, which work really well. As far as what else on the rifle, it has if you adjust this power knob right here, you can get 1,000 feet per second on 25 cal all day long. So that's the rifle as it comes out of the box. It is a beautiful rifle. It's really fun to shoot. All right, the next modification I did to the GK1 rifle when I got it, put a moderator on it. I did some sound test with it earlier today. Without a moderator, it's loud. It's like crazy loud, like 119 decibels loud. So it's not backyard friendly without a moderator on it. So I like the dovetail moderator. So this is the Yokozuna, and I actually shortened it for the pistol, so I think it has 2 or 3 extra pieces you can take out. I just got the one long piece and one short piece, so it makes it short, kind of looks good on the rifle. Quick disconnect, you gotta love that, right? Boom, it's good to go. So you notice when I loaded the gun, I just take this off, and I can load the gun quickly with a quick disconnect. Matter of seconds, you're ready to go. So, moderator, the backyard air guns, and speed loader. Oh, and the last thing, okay, you could put a red optics thing like this on it. Works good. You can actually put a scope on it if you want it, but again, for me, it's a backyard gun, right? So I'm not going to take this out to the 100-yard range. I'm going to be clinking around. I've already dispatched some critters in my backyard with this. I took out a raccoon and a possum the other day. One-shot kill with this thing. This thing's got like 80 foot-pounds of energy. Let me repeat that. 80 foot-pounds of energy for a pistol. So it is very, very lethal. But for me, the red dot works great in my backyard, right? 30 yards is the max in my backyard. I can shoot, targets, on a bag really easy. Just for me, the red dot works. All right, folks, I want to tell you about a really great contact for this Huben GK1. It's a guy that services these pistols. I bought this pellet from Ben at the pellet shop. And to be honest with you, when I first got it, I had an issue with it. I had basically an air leak in it. And I called Ben at the pellet shop. He said, well, you got to send it to Kelly at Crazy Cool AG. That's his website. He's like the guru and dealer and servicer for the Huben GK1s, basically in the U.S. So if there's any issue with a Huben GK1, it needs to go through him. And I called and talked to him. Great guy, easy to talk to. He said, yeah, Mike, based on everything you told me, that's something I got to fix. So I sent it to him. A couple days, he identified the problem. There was basically a little piece of debris in a seal, and basically cleaned it out, put it back together, tested it, sent it back to me, and it shot fine ever since. And he charged the the pellet shop for the fix because it's under warranty. So great service from the pellet shop. He's the guy. If you got any issue with a Huben GK1, Kelly at Crazy Cool AG website is the guy to go to. All right, guys, in this test, I want to do a shot count on the GK1. So I've loaded the magazine full, 17 rounds of 25 cal. The pellets I'm using, very common, very good pellet. The JSB King Heavies. These are 33.95 grain, basically 34 grain heavy pellets. I've got the hammer on this, or that was really not a hammer. I've got the power on this rifle turned all the way up. I'm using heavy pellets. So I'm going to shoot 17 shots. Now again, this gun is unregulated, right? So the first one's going to be very high, and each shot will come down. But I want to go through the full 17 just to show you what the range is. And then on typical use, what I'd probably do is, maybe take only load 10 or 8 or 12, whatever that number is. I want to see of good shots, and then just load it each time with that number of shots. But we're gonna go through all 17 to see what that range is. So let's get started. I got targets 30 yards down range, and this is more about what the chronograph shows. So for shot number 1, I'm at 35 or 350 bar. So I got a full tank.
$894. 881. 863. 854.
I've got some steel RX targets down there I'm shooting at 30 yards. This thing smacks them. All right, so how many shots is that? That is, looks like that's 10, so there should be 7 more in there. So again, still 855 or 854, 10 shots in. That's not a bad speed for a heavy pellet like this. So at least 10 good shots. So let's see what shots 11 through 17 do.
800, 31, 800, 18, 800, 5.
Okay, 805 at 14 shots in with 3 to go.
700, 98, 700, 79. Last bullet. 700, 68. Empty magazine.
I mean, I've got a target down there at 30 yards. I'm just using a red dot, right? It smacked those pretty good. My eyesight, I can't see it. I gotta use a scope here to see how good we did. I mean, it's got everything in the, it's about like that, right? At 30 yards with a red dot. So it shoots the JSB's King Heavies really good. Yeah, if I look at pressure, so I started at 350 bar, now I'm down to, I'm gonna call that 180 bar. Okay, so probably wouldn't want to shoot it below 200 bar. For me, I'm just gonna put 10 shots in there, and then I'm gonna refill it. That way, I got the max pressure coming out of the pistol. But anyway, there's your shot string. All right, the next test I want to do is a sound test. So I shoot this rifle with the Donnie FL Yokozuno, and I've taken some sections out of it to shorten it up a little bit. So I think I got the big section and one small section. So there's the, I don't know what that's about, 3.5 inches maybe. And it's, you know, it's quiet for the backyard, quiet enough for the backyard. What I haven't done is measured it, and I haven't measured it without the moderator. So I know it's going to be a lot louder without the moderator. This thing really packs a punch. So I just aired it up. Again, I'm at 350 bar on the gun. Still shooting JSB King Heavies 34 grain pellets. And I'm going to measure without a moderator. Okay, I'm just going to do one shot because I'm in my backyard. And I had one of the my viewers put a really good comment in one of my videos the other day. It says when you do the sound test, you shouldn't be you should shoot it into the ground versus your target back there, because even the target makes registers on the sound. Okay, that makes sense. So I'm going to turn my laser on, and I'm going to shoot this into the ground without the moderator, one shot. So let's reset the, and again, I got the decimal meter right here, right? 2 foot. So it's going to be loud. It's going to register high on this. I mean, just me bumbling around back here is 104 without firing a rifle. So put this on max. On max, one shot. Wow.
942. 942.
118.5 decimals. Entirely too loud for the backyard. So we're not going to do any more of those. Let's put this back on. Okay. So let me write that down. 118.5. Same shot with the moderator on. Reset the max here. Much better.
31.
Okay.
931.
109.0. And again, you're 2 foot from the muzzle. All right, so now what I want to do is when I do a sound test, I take the sound meter to just inside my gate to my backyard. So basically it tells me what the sound is inside my backyard, and I know that anything outside of that fence is going to be lower, just to get a true reading. So let me reset, and we'll come back. We'll do one more sound test with this meter, on the perimeter of my backyard. Okay, we're set up now. I've got the same sound meter just inside my backyard, 20 yards away from the rifle or the pistol. One shot into the ground. All right, let me go check the meter. Okay, we're at 94.7. That's good. And again, that's still inside my backyard at the fence. So anytime you can keep it in the 90s, still the way I measure it, still inside your backyard, it means it's going to be in the 80s outside your backyard, and you know, and it drops further away you get. So backyard friendly with the right moderator on it. And again, I got the dovetail Yokozuna shortened up to about 2 sections. All right, guys, so I've come back now and I've installed my speed loader on the Huben GK1, okay? So this snaps off, it's magnetically locked in place. So if I want to unload this rifle, all but 2 just fell out. Boom. Now the rifle's completely unloaded that quick, okay? And as far as loading it goes, what I do is I just point the rifle down. Okay, so I'm gonna load this rifle up. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Make sure they push down flush. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Fully loaded now. Put the my piece back on. Bullets can't go anywhere. Fully loaded. Okay, ready to go. So I don't know how long it took. It had to be probably a little bit under a minute, but that is so much better than having to push one at a time in there. And again, if you want to unload the rifle, you can quickly unload the rifle. So again, I sell this kit. It comes with 3 these in black, copper, and gold, and it's got 6 screws. So if you got more than one GK1, you can get additional screws, and it comes a wrench. And again, that's on the Backyard Air Guns website. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. We brought it back to the backyard with the Huben GK1. This is definitely a backyard-friendly PCP rifle, extremely powerful. At 80 foot-pounds of energy, you can do a lot with this critter-wise. I've got several more videos getting back in the backyard. I know what we did our thing with the big bore. Still got a lot more big bore videos coming also, but we're definitely going to get back to the backyard with some other backyard friendly rifles in the near future. Please like and subscribe. Thanks.
I'm racing.